Everybody from the tour, buddy.
Well. After more than 30 shows across over 30
Look at
cities,
this, yo.
the
This is a
Legacy Tour
heavyweight picture
with
right
New
here.
Edition featuring
Look at
Keith
this.
Sweat, Guy,
Yo,
and
we on
Tank
top.
comes to a
What's up, my
close this
guy?
weekend out in Tampa, Florida on Sunday the
Look at
30th
all this amazing
of
energy up in
April.
here.
It has been an amazing show. We've been getting feedback from most of you who've been able to attend, especially those of you who went to the Culture Tour and now the Legacy Tour, and were able to say, wow, New Edition actually upped their game this time around. It's not easy to do shows, these 30 city shows, a year after they just came back. And you know what, apart from one or two shows on the West Coast when Bobby was was exhausted and had to miss two shows. Other than that, everyone has just been raving with New Edition. I mean, it's probably challenging for the other groups who've had to open up for them, but actually, there's been a lot of positive raving about Keith Sweat. I mean, the work he's put on in his shows, but Keith has been touring non-stop uh, since the pandemic, so he's pretty much battle ready. Um, Tank impressed a lot of people, although, for those who took young kids, they weren't as pleased with the X-rated versions of his songs and the fact that he, taking off his shirt, which, as I said, for older adults, not a problem, but when you're taking younger kids, might be a little bit of a challenge. And then we have Guy, mixed reviews about, Aaron's vocals, but seeing Teddy and Damien and Aaron and just seeing them perform and bring back the old songs was really great. So, but of course the headliners, the stars are New Edition: Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Ralph, and Johnny. 40 years in the business, that is an amazing achievement. When you think of most of our groups from the 90s are breaking up, most of the groups who came out in the 2000s are breaking up, and the fact that New Edition, who came out in 83, are still performing, still able to come together and put on an amazing show and headline in 2023. I mean, you can start comparing New Edition to some of the big rock groups, Rolling Stones or U2, Coldplay, these big rock groups who can sell out major stadiums and still put on an amazing show. That's one thing that New Edition have been working on from day one, working on their craft, working on their performance, and working on their showmanship. And they've lifted up a bar and a level that most groups should have taken notice of. Instead of relying just on singing the songs and wooing the crowd, taking it up to another level. So we're proud of New Edition. They seem to be our premier group. They've lasted longer than the Jacksons. Okay, the Temptations have recycled many of their original members, and even though they're still going on today, apart from Otis Williams, who's in his late 80s, most of the Temptations have all gone four tops, and you've got the twins in the Whispers. But the fact that New Edition, all six members, are still together is an amazing feat of its own. So we just want to continue to celebrate New Edition. There's rumors that come the end of the year they'll have their Vegas residency. That would be awesome. It would reduce the amount of travel, and they probably have the time to perfect their stage presence, but also give them time to actually start getting back into the studio and putting out an album. I think one of the hesitations about putting on new music now isn't that they don't have the material and they don't have the producers. It's just that the way music is sold and distributed it's somewhat not as feasible for artists to invest all that time and money in making new music when it's commercially it doesn't really reap the rewards as it would in the past. And also the radio stations are controlled by corporations who do deals with record labels, and they push a different type of music and a different type of agenda, which might not fit with New Edition right now. That not said, being able to celebrate New Edition on tour and in all that they do is something that we're grateful for. So let me know your thoughts. It'd be great just to hear, comments around your favorite New Edition performers, the songs they sang. If there was a part of the show that really was at the best, that'd be great to hear. But thanks for supporting us here on the New Edition music channel. Thanks again for celebrating our favorite R&B or even group in general, New Edition. Take care.
Everybody, the Roving Reporter has seen everybody on this stage. I'm sure I said hello a few times before this was. Alright, who's on? Mike's in here. Oh yeah. Hey Biv.
Where's Ricky?
They saying hey Biv.
Look, oh.
Yeah, hey Mike right there.
Ricky.
Yeah, Teddy Riley right there. Yo, fellas. Ooh, it's happening. What you doing after the tour?
Training.
Training, that's what I'm talking about. Wait, tell them what your name is.
Gina.
Tay, where your muscles? Yo, Tay. Where's muscles?
That's
Tay,
Damien.
what's up, muscles?
Damien is real loud, ain't
What
he?
up, nigga?
Okay, wait.
Y'all niggas need a bullhorn, man.
We got the mic right here.
Bro, you need a bullhorn. There you go. That quiet shit ain't gonna work. Too many niggas.
Yes, buddy. Okay. I just wanted y'all to feel some of this family. Somebody turn them up.
Reese. Reese.
So David, your last speech, just take it down to the next step.
He said that's a
Here we
move.
go.
Am I sexy right here?
Yo, bro. Just what you say. Don't worry about it.
Sexy?
Yeah, just
You
move
got me
your
next
head.
to sexy?
Don't worry about it.
You got me next to sexy? I ain't supposed to
He
be
got
next
his
to sexy.
own step.
Come on, nigga.
Second, we take the real quick.
Look at all the young, smooth face and shit.
You can step, half of the step.
I love this, dude. Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. How many times we spoke about this, man?
Oh, come on. Like, how many years
How
before it
many years
actually
before it
happened?
happened? Come
Talk
on, man.
about speaking things
Come
into
on, man.
existence.
Speaking
That's
things
how
into
we
existence,
do
my
it.
guy.
Yes.
We're going to see you right in a bit.
Keith look like the tall nigga in the classroom.
Tomorrow, we're going to
Where that nigga? Where keep that anyway? Oh, he right there. Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
y'all walk me in the back, right?
I don't need no hot chick.
We got Jamal right here, my cousin.
Little niggas.
You
Y'all
know
didn't
what I
eat
mean? We got
enough
all the
food.
babies in the house,
Yo,
man.
this is dope, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a hot second, alright? So we can take the picture because Unc will
What's up, man?
definitely
Smile,
go
man.
bananas.
Don't be funny, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Boy,
Yeah, man.
I'll tap dance on your head, boy. Don't play with me.
Cassius.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Got my man.
Where's the
Holler at
nigga
y'all
at?
in a minute.
Sleep
Alright,
over
my
there?
love.
You sleep? Oh, you up. Okay.